I could fly. It's all speeding by.
Ruby, what you doing? Pose. Good job. Where's your ball? Go get your ball. Go get your ball. Hey guys, Daniel with SmallVansBigworld. Welcome back to another van tour. And yes, right behind me is a brand new Toyota Sienna. This client bought it specifically for us to turn it into a luxury micro camper van. So I'm excited for you guys to see this. Come on in and check it out with me. Alrighty, jumping in the driver's seat just to show you guys that a 6-foot tall guy like me can very comfortably sit in here. Even with the cabinet behind me right there, I can really be nice and relaxed. I hear these Siennas are selling a lot. They're great vans. I've been considering getting one for myself just because how smooth they drive. And like we mentioned in our previous video, we can take full advantage of the hybrid system so that we can have the climate control, the air conditioning, and the heat in the camper in the back. So speaking of that, let's go ahead and jump in the back and take a look at that. So we're looking at a brand new 2025 Toyota Sienna hybrid. This client actually purchased this vehicle just for us to convert it all the way from Montana. So excited for her to see this. It's getting shipped out tomorrow. So we have the similar layout that we did in the very first one with some minor improvements that I'll be covering. But yeah, just take a look at this. I'm really had so much fun doing this build and excited to show you some of the features here. Alrighty, so you can see again, I'm a 6-foot tall guy, a little cozy in here for sure, but we're trying to find the happy medium of having a taller bed so that we can have storage underneath it, but yet low enough to be able to sit upright or even really nice and relaxed, just like that. So yeah, let's dig into some of the details. We have a swivel table right here that can be used as your daily. It is very easily removable as well. You could even keep it up, but can then double as additional countertop space. We have a very nice mattress right here. We're looking at 48 inches wide and then opened up. It's gonna be 6 feet long. And you can even sleep 2 people cozy in here if you'd like to. Very spacious for a single person though. So we have a ceiling fan with the remote and auto features, dimming light switches, the button for the bed system, and you have the climate for the van itself to be able to run your air conditioning and heat back here. The client wanted a monitor system just like we did on the first one. So we have 4 cameras around the whole vehicle in the front, rear, left, and right, so that in any moment you can actually flick a switch and then be able to see live feed of what's around your vehicle. So people really love our epoxy countertops, and I don't blame them. It looks amazing even years after. They're scratch resistant, super durable, and who doesn't love a nice glossy surface, right? So we have the countertops there. We have storage space here. We really refined our design with some of the elements of the cabinet, like using the laminate instead of painting it, so that it's a really durable, scratch resistant surface that you can easily clean it. Slightly changed this as well. It's a little bit more open, I feel like. I like the flow of this a little better. So you got plenty of deep storage here. This one as well goes far back. If we then jump over here, we have the refrigerator that opens up with the countertop, and you could fit a good amount of stuff in here. This powers, this runs off of the 12-volt battery, and you have all your controls available right there. In the corner, we have a really nice 12-inch sink, and it goes quite deep as well. So really nice big sink for such a small camper van, coupled with a really nice pull-out faucet right here. And then keeping the curved design, we wrapped around a little L shape here to extend the cabinet here. Some more storage in here. This goes actually all the way into there. Some more storage there, and then even some accessible storage in the lower section. So then if I remove the swivel table right here, which is just that easy, I can actually have a little cubby right here where I can store items right there. This post can easily be removed as well. We decided to keep the wall paneling and the ceiling paneling just because there is a lot of hardware behind these walls, but we're still able to use the cup holders that it came with. Even the USB ports right here, I was actually able to run these off of my 12-volt battery so that they're always on. So you can always have something to plug into right here. This client really wanted to upgrade their electrical system and have something 3 times as powerful as what we typically install in these. So we went with the Elite 300. This power station packs a punch for the size that it is. I've been using this thing for the past 2 weeks, and I gotta say I am actually impressed. So it is a little bit heavy, but it has about 3 times the battery capacity and twice the inverting power than the power station that we typically use. What you're looking at here, the Bluetti Elite 300, is actually a 2,400 watt inverter and a 4,000 watt hour battery. This is almost equivalent to a 300 amp hour 12 volt lithium battery. So here we're looking at a very stylish yet super functional power station. You have everything from 12 volt sockets here, and then even a 12 volt 30 amp socket with the XD90 connector, PV input right here that can take up to 1,200 watts of solar, and then 4 20 amp plugs, and then even a 30 amp outlet to plug in your RV. Yeah, this thing can power your RV. And then of course some 100 watt USB-C power delivery ports, and then your standard USB ports right there. On the side of it, it has AC connection, so we actually have the shore power hookup in these vans now, and this is going to be plugged in directly into that, so that whenever you plug into a campsite, this starts charging up with 100 watts or more. And then it also functions as a bypass so that you can use these plugs while it's charging and be able to run a device. As far as devices go, you can plug in just about anything you can think of, everything from a hairdryer, a cooktop, a coffee maker. You can easily charge your phone, run your lighting in your camper, run your refrigerator, water pump, you name it. And what really actually makes me want to recommend this product is the fact that they have an alternator charger. This right here is the brand new one. They're calling it the Charger 2. This unit alone can charge the station with 600 watts of solar or 800 watts from your alternator. Because that's been the limiting factor with a lot of power stations until now, is not being able to charge from your car. But now that we have this, we can speed charge this up. By the time you reach your destination, it is full, ready to get you through the night, or as a matter of fact, for several days. Through Bluetti's app, I can actually see the status through Bluetooth or Wi-Fi and see the power consumption, how much it's charging, and it gives me real-time estimates of how long I can run all the devices. I've been using this in the shop. I can run my miter saw, my table saw, plug in a whole bunch of lights into it, and this thing just keeps running. I like the fact that it can charge from AC power very quickly overnight, and it really comes in handy for those electrical price spikes nowadays, where they're charging you a ton of money in the afternoon, but then electricity is cheap at night. That's where this will just pay for itself. Instead of spending an extra $1,000 on your electric bill, spend that for this, invest into yourself, get yourself a power station, and let it pay for itself by using that cheap electricity at night and then using it during the day when the power is expensive. So go ahead and check out in our description, we're going to have a link to the product with the discount code, and check it out more, see some more of the details, see if it's a fit product for you. Before we jump into showing you how the bed works, right here we have a couple switches. We have the light for the cabinet lighting, a signal booster right here that turns it on and off, and then also the water pump, all marked in blue, color coded so you can see what's what. Right underneath the bed we have 2 very big drawers that go nice and deep, and then you can store things like an electric cooktop, which you can run off of your electric power station, and that's going to power this thing no problem. And then another huge drawer right here that goes nice and deep, tons of room for clothes and other long-term storage. For the cushion, we are using a 4-inch memory foam that I really like this one. I've been trying a lot of different ones. This one doesn't bottom out very easily, but it has the memory foam feature where when you lay on it, and believe me, I tested it, you feel really comfortable. You kind of sink into it, but yet it still is nice and firm so that when you sit on it, you're not just bottoming out. And then our bed system is a trifold mattress that folds down with just a push of a button. Something that I've never seen online or anywhere before, but you can just push and hold the button, the linear actuators level out the bed. And then in 30 seconds, with very little effort, you go from couch mode to bed mode. And again, me, 6-foot-tall guy, can very comfortably lay out. And then if you want to get cozy with a significant other, there's plenty of room for that as well. There's so many room for activities and a nice little night light to be able to accompany your nighttime reading. If somebody can find a better bed system than this, please send it to me. I'd like to know, but this bed is awesome. Before we jump over to the trunk, I just want to let you guys know that we're working on a 4-part build series for this exact van. As a matter of fact, we broke it down into 4 parts where we talk about the floor system and the complexities of that, the bed system, the ceiling and everything that goes into the ceiling and all the accessories, and then even how to build such a cool but complicated cabinet. So on our way to the trunk of the van, I just want to point out some accessories that we had on the exterior. We have some exterior lighting, the cameras all around. We have a 12-volt fan that can run in the rain and also has a temperature sensing. And then we also have a 100-watt solar panel right there. Another little add-on right here is a shore power plug where you can just plug in a regular extension cord and be able to power that power station inside the van for you. Keeps it topped off. And it's right here on the driver's side so you can see it when you drive away. Let's take a look at this trunk. So looking at the trunk, you can see the mattress right here and easy access with just pulling some pins out right there. And my main goal was to be able to maintain full access to this trunk to be able to store large items. And we have some fun items in here just to give you a quick kind of scale of things. This is a normal carry-on bag, and I'm pretty comfortable to say that we can fit at least 3 in here. So you got that, French horn, because who doesn't own one? And then of course we can also have extra water storage back here. If you want 1, 2, or 5, you can have as much as you want. You can see the linear actuators right here that do the heavy lifting for the bed, and then some electrical components on the right, and then even a switch right here for some exterior lighting on the bumper so that when you're camping out at night you can have some lighting right here. We added some little puck lights right here that you can just press and have some lighting outside or to see in the trunk and around the outside space. Fully removable so that you can just go and charge them and put them right back up. Let's jump on over to the passenger side and see some other accessories in the plumbing system. So from the passenger side, we have our pop-up table still. People really like that. A great space to put a cooktop out here or just have some extra space out here. Easily use the faucet as outside as well to wash off or do anything out here. And then underneath here, we have our jugs. That's going to include our gray water tank. And you can easily access that by just pulling it out. And just like this, you can dump this out on a regular basis. And then your fresh water tank right here. This comes out as well. So one of the reasons why we're going with a more portable water solution is just to be able to take this inside or go somewhere and fill it up with nice clean water, and then you can just store more in the back, since this is only a 2.5 gallon, but you can swap them out as often as you need to. A little bit more odd storage throughout here that you can have some odd items filling in those spaces. And then the freshwater hose gets pushed right back in there all the way until you see the red line, lets you know that it's at the bottom, and then the gray water as well. That just gets fed right back in there, just like that. And then with 2 quick little latches, that gets the table right back down, and you're ready to go hit the road. Soon we're going to come out with actually another video that's going to go into much deeper dive into some of the details, features, or even other options that you can add to your Toyota Sienna build. So go ahead and like and subscribe, share this with somebody you think that would love to see one of this, and let us know what you'd like to see in the next van as well. If you want to have one for yourself, go ahead and check us out at SmallVansBigworld.com. Fill out the form submission, send us an email, and let us know what you're thinking. So stay posted for the next video, and also check out our 4-part series of how we built this van. Oh, and I just remembered a little secret if you're still there. We're actually about to come out with a second layout for the Sienna. So definitely get subscribed because you're about to see something really interesting. I haven't seen this layout in a Sienna, and that's also going to give people 2 options for 2 different layouts in the Toyota Sienna. Okay, bye.